Okay, I have a Aukey product here, and I've reviewed quite a few products by them before. I've had quite a lot of products by them because I quite like this company. Make lots of awesome products. This is their T16 model dual port USB wall charger. This, as I'm sure you can tell, is a UK wall charger. It has a three-prong UK end. I'm going to list the specs to you. I'm going to tell you what it does. Then I'm going to show it a little bit closer up to the camera. Then I'm going to give you my opinions on it, if I recommend it or not, and the price near the end. It is basically, I'm sure you're already aware, a wall charger to charge various USB devices such as your smartphone, your tablets, whatever. And it is fast charging, and it supports Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. A lot of products I've had before do have at least one Qualcomm port, but they're normally 2.0. And normally, if you have, say, two ports, one port might not be Qualcomm and the second one will be. In this product, both ports are Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. Now, do you need to have a quick charge product, Qualcomm product? Well, yes and no. You do need a product compatible with Qualcomm Quick Charge to take advantage of the faster charging speeds, the extra fast charging speeds of Quick Charge 3.0. But if your product isn't, if you have, like, say, some cheap Android phone or whatever that's not made specifically to support Qualcomm, don't worry, you can still plug it into this and you can still charge at quite a good speed. But to get that real big boost, your product will need either support Quick Charge 2 or 3.0. And if your phone only supports 2.0, you only get the 2.0 speeds. If your phone or tablet supports Qualcomm 3.0, you get that even better speed yet again. So that's quite good that this supports 3.0. Many products I've had before have at least one Qualcomm port, but they're normally only 1.0 or 2.0, usually 2. This is the newer, faster 3.0, which is really, really good. It supports many devices, such as Samsung Galaxy phones, iPhones, iPads, Nexus phones, Galaxy Note, all sorts. And it doesn't have to be a phone or tablet. It does support other devices. Basically, if you can charge by USB, you should be able to use this. Adaptively, so it smartly charges all 5-volt USB powered devices, including Android and Apple devices, at up to 2.4 amp. That is really good. That doesn't include Qualcomm. You don't need a Qualcomm device to get the 2.4 amp. That is just in general charging. It supports up to 2.4 amp, and that is really, really good, because some devices might only, say, be 1 amp or 2 amp. Now, I always look for products that are at least 2 amp for charging, because 2 or 2.1 or 2.4 are going to be faster charging your device than a 1 amp. 1 amp is kind of the minimum. Well, you can get less, but most products for charging USB devices are either 1, 2, 2.1, 2.4. And so I try to avoid one amp devices because it's going to be a little bit slower. Whereas if you can get a 2 or more amp product, it's going to charge a little bit faster. So I always look for at least 2 amp, and this is a good 2.4 amp, which is really, really good. I tend to like products to be 2.4 amp, or, like I say, a minimum of 2 amp, and this is 2.4 amp. So that is really good, and it does it adaptively, so it adjusts for depending upon what you're charging, and it kind of shares out nice and evenly, and really it's a very smart product, like many of the products by Aukey. I've had other charging devices by them before. And those smart ports also have built-in safeguards to protect your device against things like overheating, overcurrent, and overcharging. And that is also a must when you're looking for a USB charger, because you don't want to leave, say, your expensive iPad plugged into this, or your expensive Galaxy phone or iPhone plugged into this overnight. Then find that something, because if you've used a lesser product, it's overcharged it and destroyed your expensive device. So I always also look for chargers that have overcurrent and overcharging protection, and this does. So you can leave your phone plugged into this worry free. You don't have to worry about overcharging your device and wrecking it. So that is really good. It has overcharging, overcurrent, and overheating protection built in. So you don't have to worry about plugging this in and leaving it in and just going away, or going out shopping, or plugging this in overnight and having your device wrecked. You can just plug it in before you go to bed, leave it, let it charge your device, get up in the morning and your device should be charged. It does include 24 months of warranty. Example of some devices that are actually made to support the Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 are the ATC1A9, the HP Elite X3, the LG X5, and the Exumi, I think I'm saying that right, the Exumi 5. So that is examples of some products that support 3.0. Now, what about some products that support at least 2.0? Because some of those, a lot of people have, like, say, Samsung phones. Well, that wasn't on that list. Well, there might be some now, or there might be some in the future. But at the moment, you do at least have more brands that do support at least the Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0, such as Samsung Galaxies. For example, the Samsung Galaxy S6, S6 Edge, Edge Plus, Note 5, Note 4, and Edge. The HTC, as I mentioned, does support for the A9 3.0, but for the HTC One M9, M8, Desire I, and HTC One Remix, they do support, even though they don't support 3, they do support Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0. Plus, so does the Motorola Droid Turbo, Motorola X 2014, the Xperia Z3, Z3 Compact, Z3 Tablet Compact, Z4 Tablet, the LG G4, LG G Flex 2, LG V10, Google Nexus 6, and the Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. So a lot of devices do support Quick Charge 2.0, even though not so many support 3 at this time, but more and more will, of course, gradually. It is quite new, 3.0. The charger has an input of AC 100 to 240 volt, output 1 and output 2 both share the same specs, and that is from 6.5 volt 3 amp to 9 volt 2 amp, and then 9 volt 12 volt 1.5 amp max. The dimensions of the product are 64 by 63 by 28 millimeters. It's not a very big product. You see it closer up in just a sec. And its weight is 116 grams, and it does feel very light in the hand. It does say on the product information to please remove the plastic covers on each side of the device before using it. However, mine doesn't have that. Now, I didn't have to take that off. Now, what is included? And what is included in the box? There isn't a whole lot to talk about. You get the device itself. You get a manual and registration card. And then a micro USB cable. Of course, if you want to charge a iPhone or iPad that uses a lightning cable, you of course will have to use your own or buy one. I'm sure you already got one. But the nice thing is, they didn't have to include it, but they have included a micro USB cable. That's really a good addition because they didn't have to do that. Like, they haven't included loads of other cables like a lightning cable, things like that, but they've included the most common one that will be compatible with the most devices, which is handy. You can never have too many micro USB cables, to be honest. Okay, it's black. Concludes the 3-pin end. Hopefully you can see this. Depending upon how well I'm focused, I'm only looking at a 3-inch screen on the back of my camera and I'm behind the tripod. It's hard to judge. I think I'm focused. Now there you go. On the back, you have 2 red USB ports, and red basically just shows that they are Qualcomm 3.0 ports. I believe most Qualcomm 2.0 ports used to use a kind of a bluey colour, a bit of a blue colour, I think, if I remember rightly, and the 3.0 tends to use red, and that just sort of signifies that both are red. You might, both are Qualcomm. Now, you might say, well, why bother? Well, that is quite handy if you have one of those other chargers that might say have 4 ports and only 1 is Qualcomm. So you would then have like 3 regular color ones, then a red one. So you know very quickly, very easily, just by looking at it, which one is the right one if you want to plug in like your phone into the Qualcomm one. So in this case, because they're both Qualcomm, it doesn't matter, but that's why they do it. Nothing on that side. On this side, I'm not sure if it shows on camera, it just has the company name. And then there's the front with the 3 pins. That's really all there is to see, and it is quite lightweight. So yeah, that is the specs of the PAT16 model dual port Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 USB wall charger by Aukey. Love their products. They've done so many great products, such as reversible USB cables. Also, they've just done all sorts, mostly to do with USBs and charging, but they've done all sorts of products. So keep an eye out on my YouTube channel to see more reviews of their products, such as a wall charger that was actually, one of those extension cables for main power plugs, but also included some USB ports on it as well. That's a really handy product. I like that. I've reviewed tons by them, so keep an eye out on my channel for that, or my Amazon profile. They're just really great company, really good products, really like them. And what about the price? It costs £15 in the UK. It's £14.99, which is quite good because it is a good quality product with two Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0s, not 2.0, not just regular USBs, but the Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0s with a total of 39 watt. And they do have overcurrent and overcharging protection, which is always a really good thing to have, and it's a must in my opinion. It has all that. It's a good quality product for 15 quid, and if it's available in the US, I will put the US price as a text overlay on the screen as well in US dollars. The only other thing to say about it is I have put in a cable, and it is firm. It doesn't wobble too much, and it doesn't fall out. So they are good quality ports. I have had products before by other companies a long time ago where the ports were weak and they wouldn't get a strong connection, so it wouldn't charge really fast, or the cable would easily drop out and not be charged, and you'd leave it and the cable wouldn't be there. The cable would have fallen out and you didn't know, and it didn't charge, things like that. That isn't a problem with this or any of their other products I've used. They are good quality ports, and the USB cable does slot in well. In fact, let me see if I can demonstrate that from behind the tripod. It's going to be a little awkward. There you go. I'm not sure. This is a cable included in the box. As you see, I haven't used a cable before because I've got my own. But as you can see, I'm not sure how well that showed because I'm behind a tripod. So my arms might have got in your way for viewing it. But I shoved it and it stopped part way, and I pushed it further. So you did have to give it quite a push to get it in, which is always a good sign. I personally like that. It shows that it's going to be in there firm. It's not going to just sort of slide in too easily. Then it's going to be loose and weak. I like it when these products have to have a little bit of a push to make sure they're in firmly, and this does. So hopefully you saw that. Now let me try to take it out. There you go. Hopefully that also showed. As well. I'm not sure how apparent that was. Hopefully my arms didn't get in the way. But yeah, I had to tug it a little bit, give it quite a tug to get it out. And I love that from USB wall chargers or any USB charger. I love it when you have to push it in a bit and pull it out a bit with a bit of a pull, because it means it's in there nice and firmly, and it is. So yeah, there you go. The Aukey Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 dual port USB wall charger, and I do really, really recommend it. A link will be in the description. Please like, comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you're watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, please hit the yes button next to was this review helpful to you. That will help me out a lot as well. Thanks for watching.